always looking to find ways to chase businesses out of the city. That's what the prevailing leadership and culture in Chicago is. Here's another example. Boho Barbie Ken, that's the name of an antique shop at 1736 West Greenleaf in Rogers Park. The owner is, or co-owner, is a guy named Xander Kazanowski. He has drawn the ire of the Lavender Bund in the hood. Not because of anything that he sells in the store, not because of anything he's said to customers, but because of what he's posted in terms of his personal views on trans, the whole trans zeitgeist of the day. We've talked about a lot on this show. And they don't like it, the people in the community, like this group called Rogers Park Food Not Bombs. What? Only in Rogers Park.
Yeah, would they have that? And let me
Food
guess,
Not Bombs.
Hashtag too. Food Not Bombs. Okay.
I'd love to hear what the mission statement is. A person called Gerardo Rico Suave Marciano said, Food Not Bombs. We have a lot of trans volunteers, a lot of parents of trans kids. We're trying to protect each other and the community. We decided to make everyone aware that Xander Kazanowski is here in the community, and he's a Christian, and he needs to be driven into Lake Michigan, apparently. For more, and by the way, it's sort of interesting because there's this yet another Supreme Court case on the topic of religious liberty. We've talked to the woman whose case is before the Supreme Court this term, like Masterpiece Cake Shop's Jack Phillips for these many years. But this woman designs websites professionally, and she doesn't want to design sites for groups that are not consistent with her values, religious beliefs. And, of course, the state of Colorado is coming after her for that because you shall comply. You will be assimilated. Xander Kazanowski doesn't want to be assimilated. He's the co-owner of Boho Barbie Ken in Rogers Park, and he joins us now. Xander, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Quick correction. I actually have no equity. I'm my fiance. She's a sole proprietor. This is a woman-owned business. They're changing all this stuff about how they're pro-woman and whatnot, and it's just not the case. I mean, the first time they organized, there was about 40 of them. They were yelling and screaming. I was kind of standing in the door making sure none of these lunatics came in and harmed my family. I got a young baby, and we basically exchanged some words and whatnot. Got to the point where this lady, she got in my face. She's like, and she spit in my face 3 separate times. And she's like, I'm a pre-law teacher. We're actually still trying to find her. So I got the videos. I live streamed both occasions. My Facebook profile is public, so you can go to my page, XanderKazanowski, and that's over on Facebook. There's 2 different events, and they plan on organizing again at 1:30 on Sunday outside my shop. And their whole goal is to kind of deprive us of business to the point where we would have to leave. And I said, hey, listen, we're not going anywhere. We just signed a 2-year lease at the beginning of the month, so we're going to be around for at least 2 years.
So, Xander, what did you put on your Facebook that has them all in a tizzy?
Oh, I finally got a piece of paper. So they're handing out flyers. There's about 16 of my, memes. They're memes. And one of them was, a traditional, 1950s comic, and there's this woman, and she was talking to her daughter, and she was like, the daughter was like, why don't I go to public school? And then she's like, because I like you as a daughter, so stuff like that, where it's very, harmless. I put Bible verses, and another thing.
Oh, boy. No, now you've done it. Dope.
Printed out all these things. So one of them, it was a joke, that was, the reason why they sell soy milk by the half gallon is because those who drink it aren't strong enough to carry a full gallon. They're all up in arms about that.
Oh, yeah. That's so hardcore. A soy milk joke. Boy, that is really that is really beyond the pale.
I think we're gonna have to end this conversation.
Yeah, you can't make fun of soy milk drinkers. You know that.
I don't know what they're so angry about, but I guess they're looking to be angry at someone. They're angry at themselves, I believe, and they want to kind of project that misery onto me. But I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to laugh, and I'm loving the reach because I get great people calling me every day saying, "Hey, love what you're doing. Also, here's how I can help." So they're getting me in touch with people I could have never come across just by trying to run around and have conversations. So this sort of drum up. It's been great for not only business but just our personal relations and meeting some good people.
Yeah, I see some pictures of these protesters, the food not bombs people. I can only imagine the profile. They fit it, and they're all wearing like these. Looks like a beach towel that's like light blue and pink and white. These are the people that are accosting you and I assume customers if they try to come into your store.
Right. Yeah, and they're actually handing out printouts of like my meme. So I really wanted one. I actually went up to Gerardo. I was like, "Yo, can I get one?" He's like, "No, no." And then finally they handed it to a guy that looked very disinterested. I was like, "Hey, if you're not interested, may I have that, please?" I finally got it, and so Anna was able to send it to another journalist, and I'm gonna frame. It's great.
What do they want from you? Do they want you to leave? Do they want you to transition? What are they demanding?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I think they love me. I mean, they keep coming back. I think they want me to hang out with them and be all buddy, and definitely succumb to their demands. Actually, one guy said, "Well, he will not repent." I'm like, "What?"
Right, well, he will not repent. Right. Well,
He
that's
will not repent.
right. You're not the only one citing a religion. You're citing an authentic one, but this is their religion, and that's that language is so telling, isn't it?
Right, exactly. They want us to pack up and leave, and they want us to apologize for the horrible things that I've said. I'm like, not gonna happen. We're sticking around.
Is there? But just as a quick aside with this group, have all the bombs that were in and around Rogers Park, or any bomb threats in Rogers Park, foreign invaders or something, has this all been addressed? Have you brought this up at a committee meeting in the interest of safety, trying to find points of commonality with food not bombs? What exactly are these bombs they're afraid of? I guess.
Well, I don't know, but what I was trying to tell them is I think they were out there for 4 hours the first time and 3 hours the second time. So there's the amount of hours another time is really not valuable. But I just figured I'd tell them, like, listen, if you guys volunteered at like a food bank, or if you even just washed cars, you guys can raise a lot of money and make a meaningful difference. But right now you're just kind of spewing nonsense. And I did reason with some of them. Some of them were, I was like, why don't you guys make another store down the street and compete with me and use that the proceeds to do whatever? But they're so afraid of work that they'd rather just write on signs and say, ridiculous stuff like food not bombs. What are they doing? In terms of, they claimed that I was pro-Russian imperialism. I'm like, this is all right.
Russian imperialism. Yeah. Well, it's obviously it's a short hop from not being part of the trans community to being a Russian imperialist. Of course, those things logically follow. Who are these people? Are they Rogers Park residents? Are they Francis Parker students? Are they Hinsdale housewives? Who are these people?
Yeah, well, they're definitely not property owners. I can tell you that much. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if they're busting in. I know that it's really cheap to live in Rogers. So, rent-wise, it's like they say this is our secret. But man, it's very low price compared to the rest of the city. So they can afford to coast by on whatever. And then they just, they're working kind of. I don't know who they are. I'm trying to figure it out. Two of them came to, we work at Paylocity, and she's like, I contribute millions of dollars of the value of this organization. I'm like, all right, congrats. What are you doing here? But she didn't. And it's just like, you are delusional. There's delusional people that think that the world owes them something.
What about other business owners in the neighborhood? Are they saying, hey, Xander, why don't you tamp it down? Or are they saying, why don't you put a hate has no home here sign in your window or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard from anyone regarding all that.
Oh, you haven't, really?
There's residential nearby. There's residential above. Can't imagine your Sunday morning, you look outside, and I mean, it's funny because some people, they don't even know. It's like they can't even figure what the cause is, because obviously they have no cause. And then they're dumbfounded, like the fiance of the owner posted on his Facebook conservative memes, and then they're like, but why are you guys here? They still didn't know.
We want to moderate the content of the fiance of the owner of this store, don't you see? And we want to do it now.
It's unbelievable.
It's such a powerful cause. Yeah.
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 But otherwise than that, I mean, is business going well? I mean, do you have loyal customers?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some people come in, and it was kind of weird. Like, we just wanted to show our support. And stole my time for like 10 minutes, and then they left. And they got, I'm too cheap to buy anything. I'm like, well, thanks for stealing my time, but we get a lot of people that call us up, and we have a bunch of different sort of puzzles. This is just one of the many that, contributes to our income. So Anna's been getting a lot of gigs for commissions because she's an artist. She does murals, and she's a musician. So the calls have been flowing in like that. I think.
Do you have any? Do you have any of Hunter Biden's blow art for sale by any chance? So wait. So is there a website? Tell us what kind of. I mean, while you're here, let's promote your business. Tell us what kind of antiques you have, and if there's a website, people can go look at stuff as well.
Yeah. So we are actually currently working on our website. This a great guy came out and said, "Hey, listen, even if you get no foot traffic, we can make sure that you're killing it." He's a guy based in Skokie. He's going to develop our website soon. But we have an Instagram and a Facebook, and it's Boho Barbie Ken, all in one.
Boho Barbie Ken. Okay.
Yeah, one thing we like to carry is like a stained glass, or like Tiffany style lamp, and a lot of art. We have a whole big selection of art, vintage clothes and whatnot. So if people are into that, we got it.
And as your fiance, the actual owner of the store, has she threatened termination if you don't pipe down, or is she fully supportive of you speaking your mind?
I think she's locked in as well as I am. We're not bowing down to the demands of the mob.
Good for you. All right, very good. I still can't get over food, not bombs. Xander Kazanowski, he is just an employee at the discretion of his fiancée, women-owned business, Boho Barbie Ken, as you heard, in Rogers Park Antique Shop, artwork and the like. So patronize if you're looking for antiques or looking for something to spruce up the home, then check out Boho Barbie Ken in Rogers Park and support Xander and his fiance and the stand that they're making for, just free expression, not to mention Christianity. That's always a nice kicker too. Xander, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck. Keep us updated what's going on up there.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Have a great day. It's beautiful outside today.
Yes, thank you. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
It's what Chicago is talking about. It's Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan and Amy on AM 560. The Answer.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I work in a school, so I'm around like 1,000 kids a day constantly, and so I wash my hands and use alcohol on them probably 100 times a day or better. And my hands are always cracking open and splitting, and I did not have that this entire winter. And I bet you anything, this is me, I bet you anything it's Balance of Nature because it's the only thing I've done different. Like the guy on your commercial says, I'm going to keep on taking it the rest of my life, and I feel the same way. It's going really good. I mean, I feel better. I've got more energy, and, I can go through my day better.
Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature.